All right, guys. So I want to welcome you to our call tonight. My name is Courtney Bauman. This is Anthony Bauman. We have been asked to kind of give this overview with you guys, and I'm like really excited about it. We've been in this industry for about 12 years. We've done some businesses together, and I've done some by myself, and I think I like it better whenever we do them together. I don't
It's a
know.
lot better when you double team guys.
Yeah, he didn't really like my makeup company. So we've done fairly well, but I always felt like that there was more, like there was more out there that we could get. And I just, with the companies that we were with, we struggled, whether it be the product or the comp plan or whatever the case. Like we just didn't really find the perfect place for us. So fast forward several years. And September 7th, Rhonda actually reached out to us. And we know Rhonda from way back when. She's like one of our bros, you know? We've done businesses with her before. She introduced us to Ternant. And it was really cool because Ternant's actually been around for 10 years and we hadn't ever heard of it. Like it was pretty neat. And she was like, hey guys, listen, you got to look at this. There's people making career high incomes. And so immediately my ears perked because, you know, we're all in this for a reason. Like us, we want to make some extra money, right? Like I don't want to go to work. I keep saying that I am completely unemployable. Like I don't want to show up to a job and have to put pants on or be there at a certain time or not be able to take off work or whatever the case. Like I want to be able to do my own thing and like be on my own time, but still contribute financially, right? So this isn't a startup company. And what's really cool is this company has a product testimonial page that really backs it up. When we joined, the page was at like 70,000 people, and now it's at like 130,000. Like it is insane. The testimonies that are pouring in, the products that we're dropping, and the results that we're getting is just really creating this massive momentum. And guys, we've only been in since September. So that's like 7 months. That's not a long time for it to like really take off like that, right? So yeah, like we like it's like why are we here, right? Like you think about it and it's like okay, people are making career high incomes. You have this bomb testimonial page that really backs everything up. You have amazing products. Like I literally, y'all should see my cabinet. We are literally supplement junkies. We will try anything and everything. You should see all the leftover stuff. We really need to just throw it away. But anyways, we really love supplements. We really, really love this industry and this field. And when we tried Ternant, like we found it is the supplements are amazing. And we have so many different kind to like really, help anybody out there. So speaking of like products and supplements and stuff like that, Anthony's going to introduce our good friend Renee.
Renee has been in the industry for over 30 years, guys, and she is definitely a student of the product. We had the pleasure of being on a call with her earlier this week, and immediately as the call was over, I was like, I love this lady because she
was like, I love her.
the attention to detail and getting into the science of the products. What she's going to do is talk about the DHS system that our company has put out and kind of go over the products a little bit. And guys, like I said, she's been in the business for 30 years and she's an expert on fitness and nutrition products. And she literally came out of retirement because of the quality of these products this company has. So if Renee, if you could jump in with us.
Sure. Thanks so much, you guys. That's so nice to know I was loved. Who knew? So I thank you for that. And yes, I'll tell you what, I found these products from my dear friend Rhonda as well. Rhonda's just a great connector. And I had been in retirement. I've been doing this, as he said, for 30 years, but you know what? I was kind of burned out and kind of decided to take a break and just kind of see what I wanted to do. When Rhonda reached out, actually, this is a little clue. She actually reached out to me in July of last year. But you know what? I wasn't hearing it at that point because my timing wasn't right for that. I was still kind of doing my own thing. So I didn't really jump on too much. But then when Rhonda came back to me again in October, and she had some new words to tell me, and the new words that she said was, Renee, you just have to check this out. We've got a product that actually turns sugar into fiber. And when I heard sugar into fiber, now all of a sudden you know, when you can't unhear something, you hear it, you can't unhear it, you can't unsee it. And I went, okay, Rhonda, I trust you, girl. Tell me more. And she said, no, I'm not going to tell you more. You're going to go into this incredible group and you're going to see the kinds of experiences that people are having with this product. And that's what I did. That is our group that you were mentioning, the ripple effect. And really, it took me all of about 10 minutes going through that to go, I'm all in. How could I not be all in? Here is a product that I have been waiting for 30 years. Why? Because we have a serious crisis worldwide, but let's just talk United States, and that is metabolic health. We are, I'm going to say it's as high as 85–90% of all of us have metabolic challenges, even if we don't know it. So many of us don't know it. Here's what we know. Oh my gosh, no matter what I do, I can't get rid of my belly fat. Oh my gosh, no matter what I do, I can't sleep. You guys get the picture, right? But we don't equate it to, we've got some metabolic issues. And one of the big issues is our bodies are not dealing well with sugar. We've got insulin issues and insulin resistance, and that's the problem. And that's exactly what our new product, it is called Transform. Because why? Because it transforms your sugar molecules and turns it into fiber. So it is just an incredible product. I went on it and haven't looked back since. That's been since, actually, I got in about the end of October. And I've had so many clients get just amazing results. But here's the thing with that product, you know, we can be really dealing with our metabolic health from that standpoint. And one of the things that Transform does is it really helps us manage insulin spikes and drops. And if you're more interested in getting more real specific science about that, I encourage you to go Google it. There's so much on the internet now that'll explain that. But when you're able to now, instead of having your blood sugar do this all day long, it's going to do this. That's what the product does. And there's so many health benefits from that. But you don't always necessarily see it in weight loss, etc. You're going to feel it, but you know what? So many of us aren't really used to really feeling. We're busy going. So in the meantime, when this incredible company, Trinot, and by the way, 30 years, I'd never heard of it either. How could this incredible company not have been on my radar? It wasn't, but boy, it is now. And I am so glad it is. Anyway, so they'd already been working on this companion product. And they've been dealing with it for a long time. Why? Because what's one of the big buzzwords that we've had in all of health, really in the last, at least the last year? It's all those shots, etc., the Ozempic. And what is this? This is synthetic GLP-1. And you know what? What's really interesting about it is our own bodies actually create our own GLP-1. But just like we get insulin resistance, we can have a little GLP-1 resistance going on as well, especially in the brain. And so what happens is we don't get those satiety signals. So, you know, you don't necessarily want to have to take a synthetic. To me, it's kind of like doing a rifle shot right into the body. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good thing. For some people, it might be exactly what they need, but it's not for all of us, right? And wouldn't it be great to have a way for our own bodies to get supported so that our own bodies can be secreting more GLP-1 so we can actually have that benefit without having to take something synthetic? Well, that's exactly what our new product Activate has. It is all plant-based. It is all natural. It is an incredible product. It's a combination of different ingredients, plant-based ingredients, that not only increase our body's own secretion of GLP-1, so just think appetite control. think craving control. But it goes even further than that. It even also increases our own something called AMPK. Now, that's the master metabolizer. And what happens with that is all of a sudden, you're now able to burn body fat for energy. Because you know what? When you got insulin resistance, your body never burns your own body fat for energy. That's why we keep putting on fat cells, okay? So it now goes in and switches that, which is just amazing. It also has ingredients that help vasodilate. Why would that be good? Well, think about your whole body, like your cardiovascular health. Don't you want all those arteries and veins and capillaries open so that you get all the blood flow going on? That's exactly what is called L-arginine. It's a precursor to our own nitric oxide. It does that. We've got the whole gamut of B vitamins. Do you guys get the picture? It's like they created this perfect symphony of ingredients that just give us a full range of metabolic health and support, all naturally. It's just an amazing, amazing, amazing system. We're all so excited about it. If you get to join, we so hope you do. And or if you at least get into the Ripple, you're going to be blown away by the results that people are getting with this. It's just a great, great system. And this is just what we're doing now. Trinot has so many impactful products. This is just the one that we're super excited about now because it is new and it is so powerful. So I highly encourage you to get with the person that shared this with you and tell them you really want more information. You need to get your hands on the Daily Health System and really learn about some of the other most impactful products that we have in the line. So thanks you guys so much for letting me share just a little bit about one of the things that I'm super excited about.
Thank you, Renee. I could listen to you for hours. You just explain everything so well. And I just love, love, love listening to you so much. Seriously.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right. So next up, we have Miss Tina Joy Carroll. She is our Red Diamond leader. Listen, guys, when she came into this industry or into this company, into Trinot, she hit her career high income at 9 months in. Like, that's insane. I love listening to her. I love, love, love her leadership. She's an amazing upline. She's an amazing business partner, and she's just really paving the way for all of us. So, Miss Tina.
Thank you so much. And first, I want to give it back to you guys. I'll never forget meeting you guys for the first time on the phone back in September of last year. I was in a hotel in Orlando, Florida, where I'm currently at now. And Rhonda got you on the phone with me. And I just remember you being excited again. You were excited again at the idea that you could absolutely do this again. And look, you've done it. And I'm just so incredibly proud of you guys. And Renee, I am just like Courtney. I could listen to you all day. Master metabolizer is my new favorite saying. If you don't mind, I'm going to borrow that one and I'm going to be saying it all the time now, because that's literally what this product's done. And I'll share a little bit in a minute about my journey using what I'm saying is my very favorite product I've ever used. I'll share that in just a second. But first, a little about me. My name is Tina Joy Carroll. I'm the mom of 3 adult children. I have 5 grandchildren. Friday, they will officially be 6 and under. We have one turning 6 on Friday. And that is why I got in this industry. I remember my friend was in this industry and I was a big, big hater. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was someone that made fun of the people that did this. I was like, why don't these people get real jobs? Until what they were doing looked really attractive to me. And what they were doing that looked attractive to me didn't have anything to do with the houses and the cars and the purses and any of that. They were spending their days with their families and the people that they loved most, and they weren't having to ask anybody off work to ask off work to get to do that. And I just thought, okay, I really need to take a look at this industry. And that was about 8 years and a few months ago that I finally said, you know what do I have to lose? I'm going to give this thing a try. And so I jumped into this. Did I mute myself? Hang on. Okay. I thought I muted myself. I was like, what did I do? Something popped up on the screen. And so I jumped into this industry and it just literally changed our entire lives. And I would love to tell you that I was a smashing success from day one, but that's just not the case. I'm like most people. I had no experience. I had no network. I had to start from the bottom with no associates and no customers. But since that time, I've been able to drastically change our entire lives, and bigger than that, because in the beginning, I won't lie, it was just about the number of lives that I could change. Like for me, like I needed to change my life. But once I realized how profound this industry could be and how many lives you could change by helping others, and the more people that you helped meant the more your life would change, it became about everyone else. And today I can tell you that I've helped tens of thousands of people live better and make money using their phones on social media. And so I found Trenaut. It'll be 2 years in June. I cannot believe I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary with Trenaut. But I found Trenaut, and a lot like Courtney, I'd never heard of it. I didn't even know the company existed, and it was 8 years old, which really gave me a lot of comfort, I'll be honest, because I had been pitched a lot of startups and a lot of other things, and none of it just really seemed like it was going to be a good fit for me. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm going to give this thing a try. I'm going to listen to what they have to say. And so once I got my hands on the product, before Activate came, before Transform came, and I want you to hear this because this is what makes us special. I built the biggest business of my career before we got these insane products that we have today. Why? Because the products that we have in our line are so intentional. They work so well. We have a compensation plan that rewards all the right behaviors. We have systems in place to help the newest person with no experience win. And so it's just been a really huge blessing for my family and all of those that have joined since. And so obviously, since that time, like Renee told you, we have introduced Transform, Activate, the daily health system, and we aren't stopping there by any means. We have some new products coming next month at our national convention, but I want to just tell you guys a little bit about my experience with Activate specifically, because I am someone that falls in that category of someone that was metabolically unhealthy, and I didn't even realize how bad it was. I was considered pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, and I was not feeling well and just didn't understand why. And I thought it was all the other things instead of what I wasn't doing correctly and what I could supplement, like she said, to help my body naturally produce the things that would help me to feel better. And guys, I just want you to know, I haven't been in the 140s since like 2012. And even today, when I put on my jeans, they're literally falling off of me. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm going to need a new wardrobe because of this product right here and how it's increasing my GLP-1, activating my AMPK. It is causing my body to do what it naturally should do. And because it's helping so many people, a lot of people are getting checks, extra checks. And you guys know right now in the economy that we're living in, extra income isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity right now. And so I would just encourage you to get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this video and take a look at this. Say yes. Here's what I can tell you. I told the person that asked me to jump into this industry over 8 years ago, no. For 18 months, I said no. My only regret was that I didn't say yes sooner because it changed my life. It changed the life of my family, and it's changed thousands of other families' lives since saying yes. So get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this video. And thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Thank you so much, Tina. All right, so our next guest is a retired postmaster. I think I would love to have that job I just think it sounds so cool. She jumped on board and earned her Jeep bonus in the first 3 weeks of the business. So Miss Kelly, would you mind hopping on and sharing your story?
Unmuted. Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Yes, here I am. So, yeah, 31 years is a long time to be in a managerial position in the post office. So when you get to retire, you sure don't want to go back to work in corporate America. So, but I retired a couple of years prior to what I had planned because I needed to take care of parents. And so I ended up with some debt. And so, you know, when you've got a retirement coming in, but it's not enough to really pay the debt off, you've got to do something, but you've got to figure out something that's not going to be detrimental to you as far as taxes go and the things that you are currently getting. So this is a perfect answer for that. And I have to say, I've been off and on in network marketing forever. but I never really believed. I believed that it was a way, you know, I could see success all around me, but I didn't believe for me. And so this company has been such a tremendous blessing to me financially. And I do believe that I will be out of debt and I will live in a home that I don't owe anything on. And so I do have some big whys, but I also believe that I will succeed. And that is something huge that comes from being surrounded by this community, because this community, it rocks as far as support goes, and having the systems that if you have lots of experience in the network industry or you have none, you can come here and be successful because you have the systems in place to do that. So yes, I am a believer. I am succeeding. I have big plans, and I am so glad that Rhonda invited me to come along on this ride. I have grown a ton since I came here, and I just can continue to do that every day. So I'm so glad that y'all are part of my family.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing your story. So the next lady that we're going to talk about, or she's going to share her story, is our upline. She's our direct. She's the one that reached out to me and presented Ternot. And her name is Rhonda. She is a diamond in this company, and that's our goal: a diamond by December, maybe. Anyway, maybe Black Diamond. Anyhow, she's got 25 years of experience, and she jumped on board 13 months ago and has just been blowing it going. And she is an amazing, amazing leader. I feel like I can just reach out to her at any time, and she's always there to support me. And that's what I really love about this whole company and this, whole team, is like everybody is so willing to support each other. So Ms. Rhonda, would you mind sharing your story with us?
Absolutely. Thanks so much. I mean, look at that. You guys are all amazing. It's so much fun to be here with you guys. It's just the joy that it gives me to be in a company like this and work with just super cool people. Okay, so I've been in the industry, like Courtney said, for 25 years, and I've always been an entrepreneur. Even when my kids were little, I always figured something to do, like I decorated cakes and did things that I could stay home with my kiddos, and opened up a ladies' clothing store. And, I did that because I wanted my freedom, and I did have a lot of freedom there. And I actually made a lot of money, but I didn't get to bring a lot home because I had a lot of overhead, had a lot of overhead, a lot of inventory, a lot of employees. And over the years, my boys were in high school and getting close to graduating. And, when your kids are young, you think things are going to get better every year. But a lot of us just spend what we make. Even if we start making more, we spend it more. And I just never could grab enough to save money for their college. And so someone introduced network marketing to me, and I saw people making stupid, crazy good money with no overhead, like a school teacher making $30,000 a month. And I'm like, I'm doing something wrong here because I was making about that in a year, even with my own business. But I did it for my freedom. But again, I was like a chain to that business because I had to pay a lot of money for, the building and all that stuff. So I learned about network marketing and the freedom I could actually get from that. And I jumped in, and I really did not know what I was doing at all. And I wasn't very teachable. I just thought I had a leg up on everybody because I had people walking in my door. Well, as we progressed, my upline was making more and more and more, and my income was not growing like theirs was. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do what they say to do. So I started doing that. And by my 4th year in that company, I was making six figures in a year, got to pay cash for my kids in college. So over the years, I've been able to make 6 figures in a few companies. And really, it's always been about my freedom. It's always been, that, like Courtney said, I'm not going to be very employable because I don't ever get anywhere on time. And so anyway, and I like working in my pajamas. And so you get to do what you want to do when you're self-employed. And that's the magic of all this. And you get to choose who you work with. And, you're not stuck working with a bunch of people you don't like you are at a lot of jobs, right? My sister's a nurse and she complains all the time about people she works with. And I'm like, sorry. You can need to come look what I'm doing. So last year, in February, I had a lot of debt because I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2021. I spent about a year and a half dealing with that and a lot of chemo, and my insurance did not cover all of my medical treatments. And I was actually in another company and I just couldn't get anything going in the other company. And my husband was like, I think that you've outrun your credibility here because you've been in too many companies and you've been in, you've done too much and you reached out to too many people. And like, he was blaming it like on me really. And I'm like, you're right. It's just got to be me. But I was so frustrated with my income and I knew I could do better than that. So I saw Tina Joy Carroll posting on Facebook, but guess what? I did not even know her. But I knew of her because she had a great reputation in the industry. And I knew she had made a lot more money than I had made and knew she was a great leader. And that's who I wanted to partner with. Somebody that had different talents than I did so I could really get going fast. So I reached out to her. She shared Ternot with me. She shared the testimonial group that at the time had 50,000 people in it. And the testimonial group was really the kicker for me because I saw story after story after story about products that I'm like enriched, like this digestive enzymes. That sounded boring to me, but guess what? There was a ton of stories on that product and the Glow Collagen. There was story after story. Like anyway, so I thought, well, if she's making career high income, and so is her upline, and so is her up, like 4 levels up, everybody's making career high income, and we have a testimonial group that I can just invite people to take a look, and maybe out of 10 people that I might recruit, maybe 5 of them might say, hey, I'm not very good at sales, or I don't even want to sell anything. And I can just say, hey, if all you have to do is invite people to take a look and you really don't have to sell anything. I was thinking, man, I think I could grow some big business with that. So my husband said, okay, you probably should just give it a try. And they really circled around me. Tina just put her arms around me. She's, of course, in another state, but she put her arms around me and said, Rhonda, I think you can do this again. Just do what we've been doing and you can duplicate it. So I'm like, okay. So I just started inviting people to the group over and over and over. And I worked hard at it. I'm be honest with you. I did work hard in inviting people to take a look. And within my first 3 weeks, we made $10,000. And that was because our company has these amazing rank bonuses that are so amazing when you first get started. They really reward people that want to get things going quickly. And then fast forward to, we've all already talked about Transform that was launched actually at conference in September, and then to the whole company in October. We literally went from making about $1,500 a month to we made like 25,000. Because we had done the work for 6 solid months and invited a lot of people. And I always say that this business is like planting seeds. I guess we live in West Texas where there's cotton. So I'm always talking about planting seeds. So if you want a big harvest, it's really all about planting a lot of seeds. And if you're not willing to do that, then you can't really expect a big harvest. So, that's really what we did. We planted a lot of seeds. And by the time that the Transform came around, we were able to really have a lot of people that were excited. And that's really what blew up our business. So I just want to share with each of you that whatever you're looking for, and I think that, like, I'm retirement age, a lot of my friends are too. And I think a lot of my friends can't retire because of the cost of living these days. And the retirement's not enough really to match even what they've been making, what they're used to, their standard of living. So I think a lot of people are looking for another stream of income. And maybe it's like me from the beginning, was looking for college money for my kids, or maybe you need to pay off college debt, or maybe you're looking to pay cash for your summer vacation, or like me, I needed to pay off $50,000 worth of credit card debt that I just could not get above. And we've been able to do that with this company because of so many wonderful things in place. And you guys are amazing business partners. I just want to say, you don't have this many great people without an amazing product line and a system in place to help people win. So thanks guys for having me on, and I'm super excited to work with you guys. And I mean, we're just getting started here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rhonda. And that's true. Like we really are like, I feel like we have launched the Transform and we launched it in October, but it has we've even just barely scratched the surface with this. Like y'all, like it is insane. And we're going to be launching the DHS system mid May for our customers. And I just can't even fathom what's going to happen with all of our businesses when the customers are able to get it. So Rhonda had said something a little bit about the how expensive everything is and like the economy and stuff. And I read a statistic the other day that in Texas, and this is just an average number, so it's like varies per big city, but in Texas alone, a family of 4 needs an average income of $200,000 for the whole family. And we're a family of 5, and I know we don't make $200,000. So it's like, and that's to live comfortably. So, I mean, just put that, like, think about that and like all the people that are struggling, that are hurting from, the economy right now. Like it is crazy, but I know Anthony had something to say.
Yeah, you guys, well, thank all of you for being on. You have all heard about the products. You've all heard from our leaders and testimonies. And guys, I will tell you, this industry right now, there's not a better time because every conversation that you have with your friends and family have to do with, everything's so expensive. I need to do something. And that is exactly where me and Courtney were at. Our family owns an oil field construction company, and we do a lot of big work, and we're busy. And then sometimes we're just not at all. And so we were looking for something, and we have a daughter going to college. And so that really started burning right there. Like, well, how am I going to pay? Because I make too much money for her to get financial aid, but I don't have enough money to pay for it. And that's where a lot of us are. And so, guys, when Rhonda reached out to us, she got us on the phone with Tina and Bree. And I'll never forget Bree saying, she said, "What are you doing to change your circumstances right now?" And I didn't have an answer because I've always worked more. I've always put in extra hours. We're hunting these projects and all of these things, but it's just a never ending thing. And when we looked at the opportunity in this, we literally made $13,000 in a few months, and it changed everything. And this morning, you guys, I come across a quote, and it painted this vivid picture. And a lot of these things going on right now, people, they have this one thing that holds them back. And we can name all of these things and circumstances, but at the end of the day, that one word is fear. If I can paint this picture of this massive lake, a mile long, a mile wide, and that represents fear. Guys, all you got to do is step out in that water, because little do you know, it's only an inch deep. You can literally walk a mile across because it's only an inch deep. All you have to do is take that step. So guys, you've seen the products, you've seen the testimonies, you've heard us talk about it. If you're interested in this, just get back to the person that invited you on here, and hopefully we'll get to all do this together. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.